How to upload images to Printify in bulk. If you create a large number of products on Printify, you've probably noticed that there's a limitation where you're not able to come into a folder and just upload all of your current batch of images at one time. Whether you're here in the file section of the website, it only lets you select one at a time, unfortunately. Or if I'm inside of here and I'm trying to create products, I have to individually come here, I have to come down, I have to individually select one particular product, I have to wait for it to load, and then it's available for usage. Here in this video, I'm going to be showing you a tool that allows you to easily bulk upload a large number of images to your Printify store. Not only does this tool make it easy to do this and automate this process, but it also actually automatically upscales all of your images to ultra high resolution, 300 dpi, so you have the best possible print quality for your customers. It can actually resize your different images to fit the different print areas based on your selected variants. Not only that, but the tool actually creates the Printify products themselves on your store using an example product as a sort of template or role model to make more of, using all of your specified artwork images. It handles the bulk upload process, the bulk upscaling, the bulk resizing to fit the print areas, and on top of that, it also uses AI image recognition to actually analyze each one of your images and provide accurate SEO keyword-rich descriptions, titles, and tags for each one of your products, completely automated 100% on autopilot. It's a very useful tool for any print-on-demand seller who spends a large amount of time manually creating their products one at a time inside of Printify, and the time savings that this tool can provide are truly enormous. So this tool is called the Bulk POD Product Creator. This is a tool that allows you to automate the creation of your print-on-demand products. We're going to go through the full process of connecting this tool to our store, selecting our example product to use for the automated operations. We'll select our artwork images to use. We'll go through the whole upload process, and we're also going to have the tool use the AI image recognition to automatically generate the titles and descriptions and tags for each one of the created products. Step one, select your image files. That's pretty straightforward. You just click choose files here. I'm going to use this folder here. It's a bunch of landscape artwork images. I'm just going to go select all, Control A, open, and we have 105 images selected. We'll leave this checked here, upscale images to high resolution and 300 dpi. That's where it basically gets the print area of your template product and it just knows what to resize it to. Two options here. You can either stretch images to fit the print areas, or you can preserve the original image aspect ratios. If you're doing something like artwork images where you want it to fill the full, canvas area or the poster area, whatever it is, obviously you'll want to stretch the images to fit the print areas. If on the other hand, you're doing something like maybe text on t-shirts or some sort of graphics where you want to make sure that it doesn't get squashed or distorted, you can use this other option here where you can preserve the image aspect ratios. One cool thing about this feature, stretch images, is even if you have different variants selected where the aspect ratio is different, like 12 by 18, that's a 2 by 3 aspect ratio, 18 by 24 by contrast, that is a 3 by 4 aspect ratio. Cool thing about this feature is it will automatically detect the different aspect ratios of your example product, and it'll create a unique resized image for whatever aspect ratios you have. So there's no extra white space or gaps in the image or anything like that. It'll automatically generate resized versions of your images that perfectly fit the print areas of your product. So that's pretty cool as well. So that's all good. We're going to move to step two, select your example product. First, we need to connect the tool to our store. So we're going to go connect another store. Printify API key. That's something I already have saved to my clipboard. You can find this here on the connections part of your website. Alternatively, you can just go to accounts, connections. It'll take you here. All you need to do is generate an API token. This will just give you a little code that you can copy. And what this allows is other software tools can connect to your Printify store to perform whatever software operations they need to. So that's all good. Next, you got to do the Printify store ID. To find this, you can just go to the orders page on your store, and there's a little number string here. You just copy the number string itself, not the full URL path, paste it in there, and there we have our Printify store ID. Printify store name, we're just going to say Canvas Art Central for this one. We'll just click connect my store, and just like that, our store is successfully saved. Next, we're going to select our example product to use. Here, this is really just a template product or a sort of role model that you're using for the automated operation. So the tool obviously needs to know what product do you want us to create more of, what variants do you want us to use, what prices do you want us to assign to the different variants, and so forth. For this particular operation, we're going to use this poster template product. So I'm just going to open this up here, and we just got to get the little string here, just the unique identifier for this product. So we're going to go example product, select another product. That's our example product ID, example product name. This is going to be for poster wall arts prints, and then I'll just say 20 by 30, which is the aspect ratio that we're doing. Save example product, and example product successfully saved. So that's all good. So now that we have this set up, the way the tool works is basically for each one of the artwork images you've selected, it'll create more of the type of product you've specified using the specific variants that you have here. So it'll say, cool, you want us to use these variants, you want us to use this particular product, you want us to use these these particular price points for the respective variants, and it allows you to just automate the process of making more of these products for however many artwork images that you have here. Step 3, our final step, this is where we set up the rules for the titles, descriptions, and tags. You can use the default option, which is use image file name. So if you already have specific names for all of your images, maybe it's, something that you typed out yourself, or, something that needs to be accurate for clients or whatever it is, you can just leave the defaults. Or you can click this toggle switch and you can generate titles using AI image recognition, which is what we're going to do here. If you do the AI option, there's 2 different selections. You can do simple AI titles, which is just sort of what it sounds like. It just gives you a concise, simple title for the artwork piece. Full moon landscape, galactic lake scene, lilac serenity, whatever it might be. That's the simple title, just a straightforward, normally pretty brief title. It's typically, like 2 to maybe 5 words or so. If you want to go a little more advanced, you can select the compound option. And what this basically does is it does the simple title at the front, which is just sort of the overall title for the artwork piece. Then it'll append some subtitle segments on top of that to give you an extra little SEO boost. So it might give you full moon landscape, and it'll add to that black and white photography, scenic night artwork, a serene midnight landscape, dreamy nocturnal sky, whatever it might be. You can specify the number of subtitle segments to use, and all of these descriptors are very accurate, very good for SEO. So you can just sort of play around with this and decide what's best for your particular needs. Here in this section, you can also choose to optionally include custom text for each title. So this is great for SEO, because if you're creating one particular type of product, there's not really any reason not to include this. So we're going to do poster, wall arts, here at the end like this, and it'll just basically tack this on to each created product. So it'll still do the AI part at the front, plus the custom text appended to the end of that. So it might give you full moon landscape, the subtitle segments, then it'll dump that little custom text segment at the end, poster wall art. You can flip it around as well and do it at the front like this if you wanted to. So you can just click this little toggle arrow. You could say poster wall art. It would be the custom text here, followed by the AI generated part. We're going to go ahead and stick with the convention that we're doing for our store, and we're going to go with poster wall art at the end like that. So that's good. That's going to be our rules for the product title creations. We're going to move down here to the descriptions. 2 options here. The default is copy from example product, or you can use the generate using AI option. We're going to toggle that. Number of paragraphs per description, we'll just stick with 1. I think that's fine. And it's just going to generate a highly accurate keyword-rich description of the artwork piece, the scene, the mood, the artwork style, whatever it is, just to give you an extra SEO boost, and really just to make it so you don't have to go in there and just rack your brain to type this stuff yourself. Here you can optionally include custom HTML in each description. So if we go to this product here, there's this sort of default descriptor, which is like the generic information about the poster product itself. So this isn't like, it's not describing the artwork image inside of the poster. This is just the generic information about the product we're selling. Matte posters are perfect for indoor use, information about the paper, the materials, stuff like that. This is just the generic product information. So we're going to come here and just copy the source code. If you're on the product page, just click this and it just gives you the actual HTML used there. You can just copy that, come in here, paste it in there, and then it'll basically just append that to the description that it creates. So it'll give you the AI generated part here, followed by the custom HTML at the end of it. Again, you can flip it around if you want, but we'll stick with the convention that we're doing on the site, and we're going to go with the custom HTML at the end of the description. So that's all good. We're going to move down to our final step, which is the product tags. You guessed it, we're going to generate using AI. Max number of tags 20, that should be fine. This is going to be specific to each artwork piece, of course, using the AI image recognition. And down here, you can add more generic tags that'll apply to all of the created products. So whatever you put in here, it'll do this for all of the 105 products that I create. So for what we're doing here, we're going to do wall prints, wall arts, wall decor, poster, wall posters, poster prints, and poster wall art. That should be good, and everything is set up. One last thing you can do before you run this operation, you can save the operation. So all of these settings that you've put together here fit a standardized workflow where you're always creating posters or canvas art for your store, whatever it is. Instead of needing to come in here each time and set this up and make sure you get everything correct, once your operation is set up and basically structured the way you want it to, you can just come here, give it a name. We're going to say poster wall art prints, and then we'll just click save the operation, and operation successfully saved. So this this will appear in this little drop down here. So if you want to, I'm going to be very daring, and I'm actually going to refresh this real quick. So, oh no, we lost all our progress. Aha, but you could just come here, load saved operation successfully loaded, and all those settings we put together there basically just loads that with just one button click. So very convenient. And then we'll just need to select our images. Since we refreshed, we'll go in here, 105 image files, and we're good to go. At this point, we're just going to click create my products. It's going to say initializing your operation, and it is creating our products. So in the background, it's just going to be working its magic. Obviously start with the upload process, resize, upscale the images, size it to the different variants we have if you have a couple different aspect ratios or whatever, so that each one fits the print area. Then it's going to pass the images through the AI image recognition tool, which will do the product titles and the product descriptions and the tags based upon the rules here. Then finally, it just sort of takes all of this stuff, and on the Printify side of things, it'll just create the product based upon the template that we have selected. It'll select the variants, it'll get the prices and everything set up, and then it'll just kind of populate all the inputs for the title, the descriptions, and the tags, and it'll just create all of your products 100% automated for you. So we're going to take a look at some of these created products here. We'll go ahead and pop a couple of these open and take a gander. So we'll start with the titles here. I guess the first thing to point out is the fact that it just created the products to our specifications. So you'll recall the example products, if I could find that bad boy. The example product had these specific variants selected, and cool, when it did the automated operation, it made sure to use the same variants, the same aspect ratios. Same thing with the price points. You come down here and you say, here are the prices we have set up for our product. Scroll down here. Cool, everything is automatically set up. I don't have to come in, waste my time typing this. So that's all very nifty. We'll step into the image design real quick just to show you. So this is the 2:3 aspect ratio. Oh, my zoom's all fucked up. No, this is the 3:4 aspect ratio. So it actually created a unique resized image that got stretched to perfectly fit the print area, because that's what we said for the operation, stretch images, and lo and behold, it followed the instructions to a T here. So that's pretty neat. You don't want to push it too far, like, hey, I'm going to take a vertical image and stretch it to be a square. Use some common sense with this, but if there's some slight variations, you can maybe pop out a couple more variants, but I wouldn't push it too far. Anyway, that's all good. High resolution, 300 DPI, upscaled images. We'll go back to the actual AI side of things now. So product title. So you'll recall the rules. We said, let's do poster wall art at the end. And then this is the AI generated part. Aurora's Embrace, Winter Forest Wonderland, Snowy Evergreen Path, Northern Lights Spectacle. Now that is a damn accurate description of this artwork piece. Why do I keep right clicking by mistake? Once again, you'll recall we said, hey, give us the compound title. We want some of that basic title action at the front, plus the 3 subtitle segments at the end of that. And, the AI just did the work for us. If we're sitting here typing this ourselves, we have to rack our brains and come up with this for hundreds or dozens of products. It's definitely something that would get incredibly boring. And why waste your time on this if you could just easily automate it with a few simple button clicks? Really good for SEO as well. The fact that we have this general sort of description of what the product is, plus the description more specifically of what the actual artwork piece contains. So that's good for SEO if somebody's searching for a poster wall art featuring a Northern Lights winter forest spectacle or something like that. It just increases the odds that your particular product listing will show up for that search term. And then the description segment, recall that we had the custom HTML appended to the end. So that's this section here. And then the front half is the AI generated part. So it says, this enchanting winter landscape captures the mesmerizing beauty of a snow-covered forest beneath a vibrant aurora borealis sky. Could not have said it better myself. And the sentences after that: towering evergreen trees, laden with snow, delicate snowflakes drift through the air, adding a touch of magic to the scene. The soft glow of the aurora illuminates the snowy ground, casting ethereal blue light across the pristine winter landscape. Finally, the tags for this product down here, same thing, the AI image recognition did a fantastic job. Winter landscape, aurora borealis, snow-covered forest, winter wonderlands, and then we have the generic ones as well, where we said wall prints, wall art, wall decor, and so forth. Those are going to be appended to all of the products: wall prints, wall art, wall decor, and then you'll have the more specific ones added to each one as well. So really good stuff. It's just sort of chugging along here in the background as we go over this stuff. We're up to 23 out of 105. We'll take a look at a few more real quick. We have Celestial Serenity, Alien Landscape, Cosmic Vista, Sci-Fi Art. Jagged mountain peaks pierce the horizon, their silhouettes stark against a pink and purple sky streaked with cosmic energy. Again, that's pretty goddamn accurate. I mean, that's about as accurate as it gets in terms of, describing the scene and what's going on in the image. So really awesome stuff if you're doing this in bulk for a large number of created products. Suspended Oasis, Floating Island Reflection, Surreal Digital Landscape, Environmental Fragmentation Artwork. So even for complex images where it's like, man, there's a lot going going on in here. The AI image recognition is just shockingly accurate with the, keywords and terms that it uses. And I feel like if I were to sit here and try to rack my brain and come up with these environmental fragmentation artwork, I feel like you need a fucking art degree to be able to come up with, accurate descriptors like this. I don't know. Do I want to sit here and type these paragraphs and spend an entire weekend doing it? Or do I want to click a few buttons and automate this process? It's a really tough decision. Anyway, Bulk POD product creator, you can find a link in the description of this video. You can check the comments as well. Hope you found this helpful. Make sure to drop a like and comment to keep our YouTube overlords satisfied. That's all I got for now. Thank you guys for watching, and see you later.